Okay, so in this video, we are going to talk about creating your playbook, your trading playbook. Okay, so what is a playbook? A playbook is a collection of strategies all compiled and organized into one book. Okay, and the reason why you want these strategies in one book is because these are the strategies that will help you build your trading business. This is what is going to take you to the next level because most traders, when they come in the market, they are not organized. They don't know exactly what they want to do, okay? And with this, it's going to help you be organized, right? And you're only going to deal with plays that you know that's going to work, okay? So I'm going to show you guys some examples of different plays you can use, and I also want you guys to start to create your own plays, right? I'm quite sure if you watch the NFL, you'll see coaches, having their playbook in their hand, and the reason why they have a playbook is because they know that these plays right here, okay, are proven, and they know that these plays work, so they're going to continue to use these plays, right? So this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to continue to use these plays because we know that these trading strategies work. So this is the best way to build your trading business because most traders come in the market and they just basically freestyling. Okay, they're looking at the market and say, "Oh, I think the market is going up," or "I think this is a good trade. I'm not too sure." Most of these guys are freestyling. So I want you guys to come in the market and say, "All right, is this a play for my playbook? If not, I probably don't want to take this trade." Okay, and that's how I want you guys to think because these trades right here, we know that when they show up, it's a strong possibility they will work. Okay, and I want you guys to understand when it comes to having a playbook, it helps you not to overtrade, number one, okay, and it will help you to take the best trades. Some of you guys don't have to trade every single day. If you don't see a good setup, you don't have to trade. If you don't see something that's good, guys, the market's not clear, you do not have to trade. Okay, sometimes if you have to take that day off, then take a day off. Because I see a lot of you guys, are forcing a lot of trades, and you don't need to do that. Once you have a playbook, you don't have to force any trades anymore because now you have, set plays or set strategies that okay, if I don't see this strategy, I'm not going to take a trade. Okay, so right here, what we have is the same platform that I told you guys, you can use this as your journal. Okay, so I know some of you guys didn't see or go over the journal section yet. Make sure you go over that section. I'm going to show you how to get a free journal, and you can post your screenshots in this. So I'm not going to go over how to get it. Just go over the journal section. Okay. Now, again, going back to the journal, the reason why you want to keep screenshots. Okay, I told you guys before, screenshot your trades. Okay. The reason why you want to screenshot your trades is because you're going to start to see why the winning trades are producing profits. So right here, what you have in front of you, okay, is a good example of a nice playbook strategy. So right here we have, if you look at here, 1 hour downtrend, okay. We have a 1 hour breakout, okay. We have a breakout right here. You see that? We have a 5-minute trend line, okay. You see this trend line right here? Let me mark this down so you guys can see it. So we have a trend line right here. You see this trend line, okay. We have a breakout on the 1 hour chart, guys, right? We have 5-minute supply, which is right here. Okay. And we have a 5-minute trend line break, which is right here. Now, this is a great example, okay? An excellent example of a type of play that you want to put in your playbook. Why? Because you have so many things lining up, guys. When you have so many things lining up, those are the trades that I call high quality trades. Okay, we have a 1 hour downtrend, we have a 1 hour breakout, we have a 5-minute trend line, we have a 5-minute supply, and we have a 5-minute trend line break. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things lining up, guys. Now you don't have to have 5 things lining up all the time. Okay, you can have 4 things, or sometimes you can have 3 things. But when you have a lot of things lining up, guys, that's when okay, that trade is a high quality trade. Okay, now when you are writing in your playbook, you can actually go down and write notes underneath your plays. Okay, so if you want to write any notes, you can definitely do that. Okay, Now, when you are putting your plays together, you have to be specific. So if it is a second pullback, you have to put that in there. Okay, second pullback. If it's a first pullback, you have to put it in there. Okay, you have to put first pullback because not all pullbacks are created equal. So you have to understand, all right, this is the first pullback. I want to separate this and make sure I name it first pullback. This is a second pullback. This is a third pullback. Whatever you have in your playbook, you have to be very specific. Okay. Now, when you're dealing with pullbacks, you can have your first pullback and your second pullback with reversals, and you can have your first pullback and second pullback when you're dealing with breakouts. When I say breakouts, I'm talking about more like a 1 hour breakout, right? And you can have a first pullback or a second pullback on a trend line break. So keep that in mind. So let's go over some more strategies that you can actually put into your playbook. Okay, guys, so what we have here is we have a 60-minute support level. Okay. We also have a 1 hour breakout, right? We have 5-minute demand level, and we have a pullback to the 5-minute. Now, this is a second pullback because to me, this would be the first pullback to that demand level, okay? And then we create a new high, and this would be the second pullback, okay? So the way I would label this would be a second pullback play, okay? But what makes this strategy or play very good, guys, is we have a lot of things lining up. We have 60-minute support, 60-minute breakout, 5-minute demand, okay? And then we have this up move right here, okay? That created another demand. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 things lining up, okay? And then they pull back, okay? To me, I would call this a second pullback because this is the first one. I would say this is the second one. And they pull back to this demand level right here, okay? And it created this nice pin bar, so you can even add that to the to the list. So you can say 5 things line up, okay? Now I know some of you guys are gonna say, hey, why you didn't take this trade right here? Well, if I was in this trade right here, I would get out because we had resistance right here, okay? As soon as it hit the resistance, I'm putting my stop to break even. Now, if I saw this trade right here, this next tail bar or pin bar, whatever you want to call it, I would get in that trade. Okay, so I was in this trade before. So this trade actually worked out. So this is a high quality trade, guys, when you have so many things lining up. And this is what I want you guys to put into your playbook. So I just gave you guys 2 plays you can put in your playbook. You can go over these videos so you can, jot down the plays. Now, I know some of you guys are going to ask me, hey, how come you didn't take that first pullback to the demand level? Well, this is not a first pullback play, okay? That's number 1. So you have to understand that. And plus, this day, that first pullback to that demand level, that's when the market just opened up. So me personally, I don't trade at the open. I don't trade right away when the market opens up. Okay, so we're going to go over a couple more plays, and then we're going to wrap this up. Okay, guys, so here's another play you can put in your playbook. We have 60-minute support, okay? Plus we have 5-minute demand, because as soon as price hit that support, we shot up. It came back to demand, and it gave you a nice engulf bar, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3 things lining up, okay? And to me, that's a great trade. You don't always have to have 5 things lining up, okay? But if you do have 5 things lining up, that means that, man, you definitely want to put that into your playbook. We go over this again. We have 60-minute support, 5-minute demand level. It pulled back to the demand level and gave you a nice engulf bar, okay? Now, when I trade the 60-minute support, me personally, I like to see a reaction, okay? And then I like for it to come back to demand or supply. You can do whatever you want to. Again, that's why you have your playbook, and this is why you keep records, so you know what trades work pretty good and what trades don't work pretty good. Now, let's say that you want to get in as soon as price hit support. You can do that, but at the same time, you have to remember, if you take a trade right at support the first time, it is an aggressive trade, okay? I was telling, a couple of my students that if you take a trade the first time it hits support or resistance, and it gives you, I don't care if it gives you a setup, okay, a candlestick setup, that's a aggressive trade, because that first time, usually sometimes smart money will play around and they will stop you out. So knowing that, you have to say to yourself, okay, do I want to take that first trade? If you do take that first trade, you have to accept that you will get stopped out. So a couple of things that you can do. You can say, you know what, I'm going to either risk less on that trade, or I'm going to just wait until I see a decent reaction. Nowadays, the way I trade, I want price to hit that support level or resistance level, and then I want it to create either a demand or a supply if it's resistance. Okay, that's how I trade the market. And then once it gets to that resistance, if it's a reversal, I'm probably gonna go in with a limit order. Okay, or you can probably wait for a confirmation, whatever you want. Now, I'm only looking for a bounce if we are at support or resistance. So if we are at support and resistance, okay, let's say the market is going up and we get a bounce at support, I'm looking for that bounce first, because I want smart money to show me that they are in the market, and then I'm looking for that pullback into demand. Okay, again, you don't have to do this, but the reason why I'm showing you guys this is because it is a high quality trade. Okay, and then I'm looking for that reaction. Now, if the market is breaking out, okay, let's say we have a 1 hour breakout, I'm not looking for that, because when we break out, all right, the breakout is the bounce. So this move right here is showing me that smart money is in the market. So I'm not looking for a bounce. So what I would do, I would look for a pullback, okay, and I would get in with a candlestick pattern. Okay, now I'm not going to get in with a limit order, okay, because this is not a reversal, but I will get in if I see a candlestick pattern. Okay, and then I'm looking for that continuation. Okay, so let's go to another play. Okay, guys, so here's another play. So we have 60-minute support right here, right? We have a breakout, a trend line breakout right here, right at the 60-minute support, and then we have a pullback right at that 5-minute demand level. Okay, so we have a couple of things lining up, guys. We have 60-minute support. Okay, we have a trend line break at 60-minute support, and then when the market basically went up, it created a demand level on that 5-minute chart, and then it pulled back to this demand level. Okay, and you could have got in with this a nice tail bar right here. So that's another confirmation, right? Or you could have got in with a limit order. Okay, so that's another play you can actually put in your playbook. If you see anything that looks like this, right, it could be a very high quality trade. So let's go to another play that you can actually put in your playbook. All right, so here's another play you can put in your playbook. This is a trap. So in the morning times, we talked about this already. Sometimes the market like to trap, traders. So we have this nice breakout, okay, in the morning time, and then we have this 60-minute support, and then the market bounce off that 60-minute support. This is what I like to see, okay? I like to see a bounce first. Sometimes I don't like to play the first, confirmation. Only time I'll probably do something like that if I really like the setup, if it's at a decent key level, like a daily swing high, okay, that's one option, or a major swing high on a 1 hour chart. Maybe I would be aggressive. Or if I'm trading London, I'll probably be aggressive, okay, because sometimes the market will just shoot up and leave you in the morning time if I'm playing like London time. But even if you're trading during London time, you can still wait for that pullback to that demand level first, okay? Me personally, a lot of times I just wait for the price to just give me that demand level, show me that smart money is in the building, okay? And right there, you got smart money showing you, hey, man, we are buying this market, and it's coming right back to this demand level, and I'm getting in right here, okay? And I'm looking for my profits. So that's another play, guys, you can actually put in your playbook. So I'm going to show you guys 2 more plays you can put in your playbook, and we're going to wrap this up. Okay, guys, another play you can put in your playbook is a inverse head and shoulders, or any type of head and shoulders, okay? Now, I am showing you guys a lot of buy examples, but whatever I'm showing you on the buy side, you can do the same thing on the sell side. So I just want you guys to know, right? So what we have here, guys, is a inverse head and shoulders. Okay, we have a 60-minute support. We have a nice bounce. Okay, giving that nice demand, breaking these swing highs, making higher highs. It came back to demand right here. Okay. One thing I do like about this is we have a nice exhaustion bar right here. All right, and also we also have consolidation. Okay, and a pop out of that consolidation. So we have so many things lining up. We have one, the 60-minute support level, and most likely this is an uptrend. So we have the uptrend. We have a 60-minute support level. Two, we have a trend, 1 hour trend. Two, we have 60-minute support. Three, we have a nice bounce at this 60-minute support level that's creating a nice demand. Okay. Four, we have this nice exhaustion bar right here. Five, we have this nice consolidation that's basically breaking out. Okay. So we have so many things lining up, and this is what I love right here. And this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to create your own plays. I'm just giving you guys plays that you can actually put in your playbook right now. But I'm quite sure some of you guys, have plays already. So let's go to another one. All right, so here's the last play I'm going to give you guys. All right, so what we have here is we have a 60-minute resistance right here, guys. We have the market basically hitting that resistance, consolidating right here. Okay, breaking that consolidation, of course, pulling back to that consolidation. And what I love about this trade is this right here. So this is a gap play. All right, so we have a nice gap play. The market hitting that resistance. The market can't go higher. Okay, creating this nice consolidation, breaking out of that consolidation, because if this was bullish, we're supposed to break out of here, continue to go higher. Now it's not doing that. We can't make any highs. It's breaking down. You can definitely get in after it breaks the consolidation, and you're basically looking for the market to close this gap right here. And most likely, if it's going to close this gap, it's probably going to take out some stops underneath this breakout too. And this is a nice high quality trade too. So this is another play that you can actually put in your playbook. Right now, let's go over a couple of things before we wrap this up. Now, when it comes to creating your playbook, notice how I have a 5-minute trend line break. Okay, I don't want you guys to be obsessed with the setup. Okay, you can always replace the trend line break with an Engulf bar or whatever setup you want. I'm just showing you a 5-minute trend line break. Okay, but let's say that it was another setup around here, then you can use that setup. The main thing is this. Okay, the 1 hour trend line downtrend, the 1 hour breakout, the 5-minute trend line right here. We have a 5-minute trend line lining up. Okay, and we have that 5-minute supply. Okay, and another thing I actually forgot to put on this chart, it was a 60-minute resistance line. Okay, so this is actually 6 things lining up. So 1 hour downtrend, 1 hour breakout, a 1 hour resistance. Okay, 5-minute trend line, 5-minute supply, and 5-minute trend line break. So 6 things lining up, guys. 6 things. So actually, let me put that down right now so you guys can have that. So 1 hour resistance. Okay, so when you create these trade books, guys, again, with the setup itself right here, let's say that we didn't have a trend line break, we had another setup. It's okay, as long as you have these other things lining up. It's okay. It doesn't matter what setup you have. Okay, and that's another thing I want to talk about. Most new traders are always asking you, "Hey man, what's your best setup?" Guys, trading is not about setups. Let me say that again. Trading is not about setups. Okay. Trading is not even about supply and demand. Trading is about having everything lining up, okay? I don't care about supply and demand if I don't have a clear picture of the trend. I don't care about a setup if I don't have a key level. Don't you understand, guys? It's not about the setup or supply and demand. It's about how everything comes together so you can, have that high quality trade. So I need a clear picture. So is the market trending? Is the market ranging? I need some type of clear picture. Okay, what is the market doing? Are we breaking out a 1 hour consolidation? Okay. Do we have resistance? Are we at a key level? All right. Now price is at a key level. Did price reject that key level? Yes, it rejected. Okay, now we got supply. Now price is actually in supply right now. Now do we have a setup? Okay, now we have a setup. Let's go. This is how you trade, guys. Or you don't say, oh, what's your best setup? And then I say Engulf bar. So every time you see an Engulf bar on the chart, guess what? You're going to trade that. And that's what most traders do. They think it's about setups. So every time they see that setup, they're going to trade it. And they wonder why they lose. You don't trade like that, guys. This is how you trade. This is how you're going to be a professional right here. Okay. This is how you're going to build your trading business right here. This is it. Okay. So I gave you guys at least, what, 6, 7 plays. I didn't give you guys any trending examples because most of you guys know how to trade the trend. So you can make your own trending plays and whatever plays you want to make. Okay. Maybe you like using Fibonacci's. Okay. Or maybe you like using divergence or whatever the case is. You can, create your own plays and put it in your playbook. But make sure those plays work. Okay. And make sure you remember when you have a lot of things lining up, that is a high quality trade. The one thing I ain't talk about is the daily swing highs and swing lows. Okay, I mark those on my chart. You can go to the small count builder and I'll talk more about that. But you can definitely create plays around those daily swing highs and swing lows too. Okay. All right. And when it comes to trading the market, I want you guys to be a little bit more open-minded. I don't want you to feel like you have to be married to one market. Okay. I know some of you guys love the indices. Trust me, I love NASDAQ. I love US 30. But listen, guys, I'm telling you right now, if NASDAQ is not acting right or US 30 is not acting right that day, you best believe I'm going to another market. I'm going to gold, or I'm going to British pound, or I'm going to something else. Okay, that's looking better. So I want you guys to, at least maybe look at 3 markets, or if you can squeeze in 4 markets, just in case if your market is not looking good. Okay, because the worst thing to do is just force a trade, and you don't want to do that. Okay. Now with the playbook, guys, I just make a notebook right here, title it playbook, and pretty much you can put all your plays in that playbook. Okay. And you go from there. And in the journal section, I showed you guys how to set everything up. Now that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this section of this course. I think this will take your trading to the next level. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Don't let me down, and don't give up too quick. This is not the time to be giving up too quick. Stop thinking that you're going to master the market in 1 month. Okay. I tell you this, if you go hard for 3 to 6 months and you learn from your mistakes and you figure out what you're doing wrong and you focus on your high quality trades and focus on your playbook plays, you are going to be a much better trader. Okay. Stop thinking that you're going to master this in 1 week, 1 month, right? And stop saying that, you're confused about a couple of things. Of course, if you are new to anything, you're not going to learn it right away. Give it time. Got to keep practicing. So let's go. If you have any questions, contact me. Talk to you guys later.